Okay, this is my basics of dry brushing. Here we have a model. It's the mini of the month from a couple months ago, I think. And as you can see, we've primed it black. Just one coat, doesn't need to be anything crazy, because we're going to be priming it again with this white. So we're going to take our dry brush, and then I'm going to take my hand like this and just kind of get all the extra water off there. You can see it kind of pooling off. And once not a lot of water comes off of it anymore, we can go ahead and get our dry brushing color, and we're just going to put a little bit on the end. Just dab it in. So we only really need like that much. Then I take my hand and I go back and forth in the same spot to get the rest of the brush coated. And you can see kind of how, if I do it over here, it's a lot thinner and it is catching all those like details of my handprint. Whereas down here, it's very thick and it's going all over my hand. So what we want to do is get it to the point where the whole brush has paint on it, but after a few brushes it only gets the top part, and you can see right there how it's not super like going in the cracks, it's just going on the top. And that's what we want. So now we'll take our mini, and I usually start at the highest points because that's going to be like you just loaded your brush, so the highest points are going to be taking the most pigment. We're just going to start brushing. I use straight down strokes. You can watch as the mini comes alive. This guy's got a lot of cool scales, so it should be pretty cool for us to paint this guy, to show you. And we can always build it up from here. This is doing a good first coat already, so I don't think we're going to need another go through. And we're really just making sure that it's not too thick, that it's going inside of the cracks. So this is like a perfect consistency. Don't forget these little straps here. Little details like straps and stuff that's paper, that's going to be like more white. You're going to want to make sure. The shield I'm not super worried about because I'm going to do it metallic. Metallics don't really need a dry brush like prime, but it does kind of help. Sorry, it's kind of hard for you to see. The only places we're really not going to want to dry brush is going to be like his butthole area, like something that's completely covered, like down here. I'm not going to really pay too much attention to. Maybe get the sides a little bit so it kind of has like a gradient. Bottom of the foot, I'm not going to really worry about, because that's where the shadows would be. Pick out those claws pretty good. Pick out that elbow. And really what you're doing is you're accentuating all of the natural details. So if I hold it upside down like this, you'll see that underneath like his back scales and stuff, it really isn't like, it's all like dark on those spine plates. But when you look at it from the top, then they're all white. So that's what you want. And right about now, my brush is going to be running out of paint, so you can rub it on your finger. Nothing's coming off. So we're going to stick it back in the water, dry it off. We'll go off camera for a second. There we go. Now we're going to get back into the paint. Just a little bit. And do the same thing with my hand. Back and forth in the same place. Get the whole brush nice and coated. come over here, and we can see that right there. And now we're going to come and finish this club here. And this is kind of like pointed down a little bit, so I'm going to really focus on this part of it. Need to get some teeth on there. But I'm trying not to get this area right here, because when the figure's sitting down, you can't really tell from this angle. But it's not going to be a bunch of light hitting that right there. Same with like behind the shield. I'll catch like the top of it a little bit, but it's not going to be shining on the bottom of his arm here. So we want to keep that dark. So yeah, I think he's pretty much good. We got a nice gradient on his stomach. Maybe touch it up a little bit at the top. Couple more finishing touches, just the stuff that I see. Again, the shield's going to be metallic. Anything that's going to be metallic, you don't need to worry about. Anything that's going to be like a cloth or a ribbon or something, like on his tail here, I'm going to try to hit that a little extra, even though it's like on the bottom. I'm still going to paint that like a brighter color. So we're going to make sure we hit that pretty good. Try to be careful not to get the underside of his tail too much. Most people aren't going to be looking there anyways, so it really doesn't matter. But and just like magic, you have dry brushed your first mini.